Okay, let me point out something real quick. This has a history effect rate of 4. This has a 5. And this has a 5. Why is this game so biased? Okay, I just made my choice. We're going to Uzumaki Dreamcast first.
Bastards. The history I created.
You got so trashed! I hope you're not... Oh my gosh. This is broken! I'm not switching my party anymore! Why should I?
Running your mouth again. You better get the hell out of Saturn's body! This is it. This'll do it!
Finally, my body is free.
Did Segami use some special type of skill, or did she just hit her again?
Yeah!
Oh, she didn't do it yet. Segami, well, I mean, no, Saturn reformed. She doesn't deserve this.
Hey, wait! Cow!
What kind of noise was that?
How was that? Did it work?
Segami, I think you have a talent for hurting people. I just think you do. It's not an insult. It's just a statement.
Actually, I think she came back before you, beat her.
Yeah.
That freaking hurt! What the hell, Segami? Why would you do that?
Saturn, you're back to normal!
And I think you're looking for, I'm sorry, Segami?
I came back, and the minute I did, you just pummeled me!
Think about it. She had a hammer. A very heavy hammer. And she hit Saturn on the head with that. I'm assuming it's the head. That's not right.
I'm just glad you're here. I thought history was about to get ruined. I had to try and fix it. You understand?
Segami, apologize!
Well, for Saturn's sake, I'm just glad you didn't try to fix it any harder than that, Segami. Youch!
Yeah, that was a little too close for comfort. Anyway, Saturn.
Although, again, Segami is OP.
Hey, I can't even get a word in. I'm trying to say something important.
Sorry, this is a little more important. Do you know what was possessing you? You were saying some really weird stuff.
What? I don't know. I haven't a clue.
Looks like we need Mega Drive then.
I see. Well, I've got a hunch.
Segami already said who it was. Why is she acting all clueless?
Really? Well, look at you, Sherlock. Do you want to beat the detective games I have in my backlog for me?
A detective character would also be pretty cool. If the Neptunia series actually had mystery. Well, I mean, it did. A detective character would be pretty cool.
Stop. I'm not good at those anyway. Doesn't take a lot of thought to realize there's only one suspect.
Well, yes, now, before, if I didn't clarify that, I thought Segami was controlling the Sega Heart girls unconsciously, in a sense because they always said there was something in the back of their mind that told them not to hurt Segami. It could have been just by her relationship, but I thought she could literally control them if she wanted to. I didn't think that was too far out there, but, I wasn't trying to say, well, anyways, I think you guys get it. But now that clearly she was unaware, and, you heard his voice, it's pretty much only one suspect.
Iffy, let's do this. The culprit. He's among us this very moment.
Well, I guess technically he kind of could be watching you all, but...
No. That bastard is back at the library.
Okay, now all of a sudden she's like, yeah, it was him.
Oh, right. The culprit is back at the library. Ah, so cunning.
This reminds me of one of you. I don't want to say it because it's not an insult. It is something, it just reminds me of one of you. That's all I'm going to say. One of you who really likes Neptune, but anyways.
Okay, stop. Anyway, if that's the case, the Time Eater is trying to steer us towards creating another history of conflict.
Couldn't he just come back, after you guys left and, change it then? Wouldn't that have been a lot smarter to do for him? I guess thought you could just take them out. I mean, to be fair, taking out Neptune is a great plan for stopping them, so...
Why would it do that? Is eating history not enough to satisfy it?
Well, if you change history, I'm pretty sure another CPU and Sega Hard Girl will be born where you are now. And if that's the case, that probably means he won't be able to do it. At least that's what I'm assuming.
Maybe ruined history tastes more delicious.
It's just, Neptune's been saying so many suspect things right now. I'm starting to think like, I can't. Go back to me, okay? There's nothing wrong with what she just said.
We'll have to ask in person.
Oh, you're gonna go ask him? Okay.
Either way, the history I've come to know was all someone's invention. It was all according to someone's plan.
Yeah, that probably is irritating. But I'm wondering again, because it is irritating.
That's horrible. It's so messed up. Yeah, but we did good here. We just have to take care of the other instances of botched history.
So do I get a choice, or...?
Wait, I kind of thought you were going to mope about it for a minute. You sound pretty fired up, IF.
Oh, I'm not saying I'm not sad about it. The era I was born in bears a history that was deliberately made awful.
But you can change it.
Hey, why do you guys get to know who's behind this and we don't?
Come back with us to the library. See, that's the thing. That's another thing. Don't we have the originals at the library? You know,
Yeah, I don't want to be left out.
Oh, hey, we can tell them, right?
No use in hiding it. So, the person that was possessing Saturn is none other than...
Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna question it anymore. The last alarm was bad enough, but this one, honestly, she really does. I need to give her... I need to give Neptune's VA a round of applause, alright? She is... I said she's on point, but like, she's just... That, you could tell, like, it sounded like a car alarm, but like a NEP alarm. That was good. That was good.
Ah! That scared me!
Yeah, I can imagine so.
Oh, can you not do that out of the blue, crap bike?
Don't give me that. It just happens.
Can't you use a less annoying voice for your alarm?
I don't think she can.
What about using your Purple Heart voice?
Nah, that just sounds creepy. Well, maybe not creepy, but I don't like Purple Heart and Neptune need to stay separate. Okay?
Oh, that could be nice.
Nah. Yeah. Don't do that.
Nep, nep, nep.
It wasn't as bad as I thought, but still.
Oh, so you do have a voice that isn't overwhelmingly irritable. It's still way too loud, though.
I can't help it. It gets tiring using my transformed voice, though. I don't think I can use it as my alarm voice.
Well, if you don't have alarms that much, it shouldn't be a problem, Neptune. Jeez.
Well, we don't have time to talk about this, considering your alarm just went off. We have to hurry back.
And why is it always this era? Is it because of what happened before? Is it because that history was erased? I don't know.
What? You're gonna leave us out here without telling us what's going on?
It'll be fine. You'll figure it out at the library.
The library?
We're gonna be depending on you over there. Let's defeat that bastard.
Hey, that doesn't make any sense. There they go. What the hell?
I wish I could have talked to my bike form some more. It's too bad.
You shouldn't know too much about the history of the future anyways.
So, what do we do now?
Do what you were going to do. Go be friends.
Well, I guess we can start by talking to everyone.
Huh? Why are there so many people here?
Did you forget?
You gathered them, remember? It looks like half the crowd from earlier, but that's still a ton of people.
Wait, this was so crazy. But does it mean the SEGA Hard Girl lost?
Well, I mean, no. I mean, technically, I literally just attacked her with 2 SEGA Heart Girls, and I'm pretty sure one of them is her deity. No, that's no, Neptune, no.
She definitely did. I saw it with my own 2 eyes.
Oh, that's bogus. That's bogus.
We gotta tell everyone.
Oh, y'all some.
Hey, wait! I didn't lose. Tell them, Neptune.
You don't have an ally. I don't think you have an ally in Neptune, Saturn. She may not have wanted to fight you, but if it comes to taking credit.
Why? I have no qualms with their interpretation. In a real-life situation, I'd win anyway. I'm the protagonist.
See? Look, Dag, gummit, Neptune! But though, to be fair, she did beat Noir, so, but Saturn isn't Noir. Saturn seems like she could beat Noir quite easily. Next form Noir, though, next form Noir will probably be her Achilles heel, so to speak, but...
Protagonist my ass!
But, I think Dreamcast is yours, Saturn. So, but, I mean, to be fair, Dreamcast... Whatever, the point is, we could have beat Neptune if we wanted to, alright? I just didn't, because I chose Saturn. I feel like I have to go and fight Neptune now, just for that comment. Anyways.
We're gonna do this again, and we're only gonna stop once I emerge as the winner.
Saturn? I wanted to, pronounce her full name, but she doesn't have one. Saturn the Sega console, that's all I'm gonna say. Don't, Saturn. We went through so much, okay? No. Did you not just hear everything we just went through?
Hey, we can't! History will get really messed up if we do.
Neptune, transform and fly away, alright? If you do that, Saturn can't ever fight you, and history should be fine. And we, really? Really? We just got another processor for Neptune.
Whew. Oh, wasn't that a great ending? Woo!
It's not bad. Now I'm salty that Neptune got another. So, one person actually said something that made sense, because a bunch of people were saying, a bunch of other things when I left that whole, about the Uzume's processor. Xander actually mentioned that the other CPUs have 3 processors. Uzume only has 2. And going based off of what we just saw, you get a processor at the end of the arc. That's what I thought. And I didn't get one at the end of Uzume's arc. And I was wondering, where's her processor? We literally got one for the other 3 CPUs. But if we get one after we fix time, then that would make sense. So, Uzume only has 2, and she only gets her second one after, I'm guessing, we go and... Would we fight Dreamcast, or would we fight... We'll see what happens with that arc. We might not fight either of them, honestly. Because they're both equally stubborn. We'll see. But, anywho, my recording's about to run out. I will catch you guys back.
You're way too excited, but I guess it was a pretty happy ending.
Happy ending goes, yeah, kinda. Except for the fact where people said that Saturn got beat. She was like...
I agree. Hey, Histy, I'm home!
Hey, you're back!
Yes? Hello, Histoire. What was the emergency?
Why are you yelling?
Yeah, you almost made me stall the engine.
Can you stop the engine? Idling is just wasting fuel, and isn't that good for the environment? So,
Don't change the subject. What have you done?
What are you talking about?
what? Calm down. What's going on?
Things outside appear to be changing. History itself is being altered.
Yeah?
Oh.
What's happening, Histy? How is history changing? I'm not certain of the details, but it would appear certain conflicts are no longer taking place.
Yeah?
That's a good thing, though, right?
Why, yes! It's
Oh.
absolutely fantastic! I I'm incredibly surprised at this outcome.
Well, good.
Wait, so you're not mad that we changed it?
I mean, based on the conversation we had last, episode before last.
Yeah, I thought you said it was okay for us to change things.
Actually, considering how long I've been recording, it might have been 2 episodes ago. I might have to split that one up. Huh, interesting.
No, I'm not mad at all. I'm just very surprised that it actually worked.
What?
This is a very good thing.
You didn't know? That was all a theory? Well, I mean, she did say that's how I interpret it, so.
Oh, so it really is changing for the better.
But now here's my thing. I do want to say that I do feel like if we say the main, turning point, I think was Neptune and Saturn. Because I think Neptune and Saturn fighting was the reason for Game Gear, Netgear, and Uzma and Dreamcast to fight. So if with that one gone, the other 2 should disappear, right?
Yes! We did it! Well, I always knew we could. It really is remarkable. Can you tell me what you did so I can keep a record of it?
Oh yeah, that'd be a good idea.
It's kind of a long story.
She's got time.
Basically, we put an end to the SEGA Hard Girls and the Goddesses fighting each other.
Not completely. I don't think. I mean, there still could have been reasons for the other 2 to fight. Because, I mean, the time meter does exist. He could have altered it, so.
That's all it took, huh? Who would have thought a single change could have affected so much?
Sega me, for one. Me, another. IF, pretty sure.
The way you say it makes it seem like it was an easy thing to do.
Well, when you didn't interfere, then it kind of was.
Seriously? Those girls wouldn't listen to us at all.
If only everyone was as nice as me. Isn't that right, you two?
In this instance, you kind of have a point, because like I keep saying, she was innocent in this scenario.
So, it made a really big change, didn't it? Do you think it was the wrong thing to do in the end?
I like how IF didn't even acknowledge what she just said.
Well, I'm not about to go change it back. I won't make them fight again.
You two totally ignored me. Don't you think I'm nicer than those mean SEGA Hard Girls?
Somebody else mentioned something that I think is a very good point. The SEGA Hard Girls aren't very well known. At least, not here. And I think if we had to go in Japan, I'm pretty sure the Neptunia series is more popular than the SEGA Hard Girls. Even if they weren't, I still don't think it was, like people were saying, a good idea to... I think this is literally the only game they've been in. It might not be. I think it is, though. It wasn't a good idea to really kind of make them out to be the villains. Because I felt that way. Even though I know them, right? It did seem like they are being kind of made out to be the villains, aside from Segami, who isn't really, she's not, as far as I know, she's not officially a part of their series. She's a character specifically for this game. So, but even then, just having Neptune say stuff like that, I'm not sure that's the wisest thing, because it really does, I feel that in my comment section. I feel a lot of people don't like the SEGA Hard Girls. Well, the majority. I saw comments about that. Like, people were saying, you really like the SEGA Hard Girls. This is a Neptunia channel. We want to see them, like them better. It kind of felt like that. So, it should have been like a friendship, them coming together, and not necessarily, this. Especially when you have Saturn being the main cause and Neptune doing nothing at all. Anyways, that's just me. And then there's the whole Mega Drive and Plutia situation. I'm going to avoid talking about that until we go there. Hopefully we go there pretty soon.
Segami, no one's saying that the change was wrong. I don't have a problem with it.
And Eastwar also ignored what Neptune just said.
Right? That's what I thought.
Why are you smiling?
Why wouldn't she be?
What? Are you gonna tell me that you're not about to break into a smile?
I think this is honestly though, the happiest I've seen Segami. I think it is.
I feel it too. I'm so happy. Can't you tell?
Now I feel like you're trying to get into the conversation because people are ignoring you.
No, Nep, I can't. You're a bike. I'll have to keep a handle on my feelings, I guess.
And yeah, that's what I was just saying before, you know? No facial expressions.
You're so cold, Iffy.
Segami and IF, I know you've managed to change one era, but were you planning on changing any others?
All four.
Hello? What am I? Scrap metal? Histy, don't you be cold to me, too.
Look, Neptune, this is something I have to talk to other people about all the time, alright? There's a time and a place. Right now, if you don't have anything constructive to add to the conversation, don't just try to put yourself in there. But let's zip on it.
Histy, of course I plan on doing that.
Well, for me, I'm just going with the flow here. But I do want to see this through.
I see. I have no reason to hold you back if you plan on improving this era even more. However, I should mention something. I might just be worrying too much, but
What's up, Histy?
when history goes through significant change and it is repeated, there's chance its powers increase in reflex.
Uh-huh.
Its powers increase? Does that mean the enemy may become stronger if it feeds off of that power too?
Ooh.
It's definitely a possibility. I can't be certain, however.
Well, how is that relevant to the actual fight, then?
I'm sure we'll be okay. I don't think you have any reason to be worried.
I mean, let me explain. Obviously, I know, it's implying that the time meter would get stronger. But I felt like it would get weaker once I started this, because right now it just seems... If I really have to fight it at that level, can I beat it right now?
I know this one has a tendency to overestimate her strength, but I'm listening to you, Histoire. We'll be careful.
To be fair, Segami is strong, so...
Indeed. Please take care of yourselves.
Alright, Neptune has something to say. Game day. Neptune had nothing at all to say, really. And here's Kentucky Fried Chicken Man. Oh, is it another formation? Power shift. Oh, and finally you show up again. What? No, yeah, take my baseballs. Alright, first off, let's see what formation. It was power shift. Oh. Nah. Gonna save right here, because although I'm under the impression that... Well, let's... Hang on. First report. Mission Master achievement unlocked. Okay, cool. And so now what do we got? The real deal Mega Drive's being possessed. Netgear is... Why? Why is Netgear roadkill? Can we explain that? And then... Which of the two is being... Find the... Oh, no. Okay, if anything, I am glad I have not got spoiled on this. I was worried about this, because they're both... So we gotta do some detective work. First off, though, we did get something, and that would be... Where is she? Oh, that's right. Isn't this like just a different... Huh? So 914 and... Well, honestly, that's not too bad of a decrease, but not too drastic of an... Well... Well, I like the darker color better. So if I go for with any reason, it'll be that. Yeah. That fits her better to me. Wait a minute. Xander said that all of them had 3 of those. Do I get a new processor after I beat Plutia's arc? For Plutia, or does she get 4? I mean, or does she really only have 3? Because, like, there are two right here, you know? There's that one. There's that one. There's the one she has on. And then there's the blank one. Or, you know, her normal one. The blank one's not her normal one. Alright, well. So there's the... Well. Right. I think what we're actually going to do... So if it were me, I would go backwards. Normally, right? If I were... Okay, let me point out something real quick. This has a history effect rate of 4. This has a 5. And this has a 5. Why is this game so biased? Okay, I just made my choice. We're going to Uzume Dreamcast first. Let's go.
Let's go!
That's ridiculous.
Let's go!
This is... Oh, actually, though, hang on. If that's the case, and we do have to fight Dreamcast, I don't want her in my party. Instead... Well, if it's Dreamcast, she's probably weak against magic. So we probably want to... that works. I just chose... I'm choosing Saturn because I haven't used any of her new skills. So I think this is how I want Saturn. Yeah, I'll deal with this. And we haven't tried out her EXE drive either. See, it's not a strategic choice, it's just, you know, I have to show you guys stuff, so that's why I chose her. Anyways, let me just save that real quick. Because you never know with this game. When I was doing some grinding, it crashed while I entered a story mission. And, you know, that's not good. So, where is the event? This way, okay?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
You finally come. I will defeat you today and bring peace back onto this chaotic world.
If you're really here to pick a fight, I won't go easy on you.
Oh no, it's different because we're not here. We didn't walk with her. Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
I'm going to defeat you and bring peace back into this world.
She still said it differently. Like the tone of voice.
Here we are, everybody. The final battle.
So one of them's being controlled.
This won't end like last time. We're gonna stop them.
So if I have to choose, this will be an ultimate test if I am biased or not.
You don't have any problems with that, right?
Yeah, sure. Just don't be so loud about it.
And how well I know Uzume.
What the? Where did you come from?
Hey, out of the way. This is about to get very dangerous.
Don't worry about me. Can you wait a second before you start fighting, though?
One of them is possessed, right? Which one do you think it is?
So how did we know? Should we have gone to the beginning? Oh, shoot. Did I do it in the wrong order? Maybe. Oh, well.
Hey, can I ask you something?
Huh?
We're in the middle of a potential showdown of epic proportions. We don't have time.
It's just one question. It'll be quick.
Alright.
Let's say, hypothetically, that nothing changes even if one of you dies. Then what?
I'm nervous. I'm honestly nervous. I'm getting back those feels again.
Huh? There's no way that could be...
I said hypothetically. Think about it.
Well, if that's the case, then I guess I wouldn't see a point in fighting.
Okay.
Yeah, but of course, that's an impossibility.
Alright. Does that give you your answer, IF?
I see. Thanks for your responses. Sorry for getting in the way. Please continue.
Should I give you your answer?
Okay.
Sure.
Huh? Hey, wait, Iffy.
What was the point of that if you're gonna let them keep fighting anyway?
Neither of them seems possessed. They both seem reasonable.
Reasonable? Okay.
What? Really? Then why?
I think history's influenced them to the point where they feel so strongly about this. It's that simple.
Well, yeah. That's what I said before, isn't it? That they're both just so stubborn that because they did that in the library. Okay, but see, if it wasn't for the game telling me I shouldn't read the descriptions of the quests, honestly. But yeah, that's what I thought. You know.
Then, what do we do?
You have to. When did you go back to the others and?
We'll come back later.
So I did do it in the wrong order.
What do we do in the meantime?
I think, or unless this is what I just have to do.
Why don't we start by fixing the other area?
Yeah.
Maybe that'll do something.
Like, so the game just slapped me and said, nah, we don't care for being biased. You gonna do this in the right order, and you gonna like it. Alright, game.
That sounds so vague.
But I am kidding when I... Well, kinda. Anyways.
Well, if you have any better ideas, I'd love to freaking hear them.
I don't have any.
Honestly, though, that is... See, I would have done it... The reason I would have done it in backwards order is because I was thinking, you know... I don't know. I mean, what the... Because I feel like it'd be more kind of a neat thing to do. I mean... anyways.
They've started. Let's get out while we still can. We can always return when we need to.
That explains why it has a 4. There is a logical explanation.
Oh, fine. I promise I'll be back. You both hang in there until then.
I doubt they're listening, Segami. Alright.
Go back.
So was I supposed to do that? And what do you want? I can be friends with IF. Oh wait, that was Stella! I didn't even realize it! It's been a while since I've seen her. Okay. So... that one has to be left for last. Okay, I kinda dig it. Alright. And you know what? Let's just get it over with. We're switching... No? Well, if we're fighting Mega Drive... If we honestly are fighting Mega Drive... You know what? I don't remember how strong Saturn is. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We have Segami. It literally does not matter.
Let's get going.
Oh, they're here. I actually never showed this level to you guys. I don't think. No, I think actually that was a different dungeon. Yeah. That was a different version of this map that I never showed you guys. It was pretty cool, but there was nothing important that happened there, so...
Over there! Over there!
I think now that I've said that, I kind of have to show you guys
One,
now.
the end.
We'll see. Where are we going? Okay, this way, looks like.
Woo! 1, 2, the end. Woo! 1, 2, the end.
You know why I'm thinking about it? Somebody also mentioned that the whole reason you only have IF and Segami as only them as leaders is because of that thing right there. Because if you had the actual Sega Hard Girls, which are Sega characters, you know, they're made by Sega, going through something like that, they might get upset. At least that's what I heard. It's just a rumor, honestly. I stopped listening to rumors since I became a YouTuber, but, you know, it's something to think about at least. But, because I'm not quite sure on Segami's status until I finish the game, but anyways. I feel like I should do a speech or something. This is the origin of when things started to... I know I am Segami, but I need to, alright? Just, for some reason, this part This part caused me so many issues. Now let's see what let's see what actually happens. All right, let's go.
All right, let's make sure we actually fix history this time. It's right before Mega Drive and Plutia fight, I think. Yeah, look over there.
Well, okay, I think even without
Nappy! Iffy! Segami! Over here!
now see that line was the same.
Oh, it's This History's Plutia. Hey!
Why did you... Oh, yeah, because we have Plutia back in our... That's also something I was wondering about. So, you know, I'm not going to question it too much. I'm not going to question it.
What? This history?
We have a Plutia in our party right now. She's not... But it's kind of like, you know, we have a Plutia in the library. I guess what we do now affects that Plutia? Probably. Well, I mean, no, because she'll probably remember whatever we do now. But, I mean, that Plutia is perfectly fine. She's cool with Mega Drive, so...
It'll take too long to explain. I mean, I love talking about what's canon, but... don't worry about it.
Okay, Nappy.
No comment.
You know, if this ditzy sadist here happened to be possessed, then this might not end well for us.
Segami, seriously. Seriously, I'm 100% serious now. Why the heck are you, of all people in this party, scared of Plutia? Like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything, but you saw what she just did to Saturn. I'm pretty sure if I didn't use Dreamcast EXE in the beginning, Segami still would have one-shot Saturn with Mega Drive's buff. Segami, you should not be scared. She's not scared of the Time Eater. Like, come on. Anyways.
A transformed Plutie powered by the forces of evil. That's something I don't really want to think about.
Kurome was scarier. Okay, moving on. Actually, I'm not even kidding. Like, Kurome is literally the only person who could scare me because she was Uzume. If that makes sense. It'll make more sense if you saw Mega Dimension, okay? But anyways.
Forces of evil?
Iris Heart never scared me. So.
Forget it. Remember Mega Drive saying that she felt like someone was manipulating her?
Yeah, honestly, though, Mega Drive is the clear, you know. It does seem like... that's what I thought from the beginning, you know? Okay, Mega Drive was manipulated, and, you know, that's... Plutia doesn't feel like she's being manipulated at all. So, like, but people said... I mean, I can say this because people have said all over the comments. People said Plutia's not at fault. Anyways.
Oh, yeah, huh?
Wow, you guys remember that far back?
Yeah, I do, and that was like months ago for me, but I mean, to be fair, that's been a pretty significant part of the playthrough at this point.
Hey, what are you all talking about?
I guess this is a dumb question, but the one who's doing this. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. So it was the culprit since the beginning, huh? How annoying.
Well, you should have listened. If Mega Drive says things, you should listen. She is the well, yeah. Let me think. Out of the probably smartest CPU would probably be. I'd probably say Netgear. Probably. Out of the Planetoon CPUs, I mean. I think other CPUs, I'm pretty sure like either Noir or Blonde would be more intelligent. But out of the Planetoon CPUs, I think Netgear is the smartest. Unless you're... Neptune transforming into Purple Heart complicates things, but just normal form. And Mega Drive is smarter than that. Mega Drive is the smartest person in the game. If she says something, besides maybe Eastwar, but if she says something, you should pay attention.
I feel left out. Maybe I should nap.
If that's what you want, Plutia.
There, Plutie. Hang in there for just a little longer. This long section of dialogue should be wrapping up any minute, and I'm sure we'll get to the next plot point pretty short.
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about, right? Time wasting. That's time wasting, alright? That's completely unnecessary.
Huh. You're actually here before I am?
Hey, Mega Drive. Sorry to say, if we have to fight you again, you're going down. It's just facts.
Wow! We got to the next part of the story. Good eye, Nep.
Nep? That sounds so weird. Come on. Idea Factory International. When would Plutia say Nep? It's always Neppy. Come on now.
Seeing the future has its perks.
Yeah, or just... Well, okay, yeah, technically she did see the future. Because we've done this before.
We just got here.
Whatever. The fact that you're here at all must mean you're planning on fighting me as well.
In this case, I guess we kinda got to.
Actually, I have no intention of fighting at all today.
Well, until she... Okay, yeah, wait for her to actually come out. Or him, I should say.
You're just here to watch? I don't think that's very polite of you.
That's very true, Mega Drive. I would hate that too. You know, if I was planning fights in my life, man, I'm just here to watch. You know, hey, I'll do what you do. I got my popcorn here. I got my drink. I'm good. Fight on. I understand that.
Didn't you say that you felt like someone might be manipulating you?
She didn't say that to you yet.
Aren't you at all interested in knowing if that's true or not?
But she didn't say that to you yet.
Wait, how do you know about this?
IF, you goofed up.
I've never told anyone about that.
You goofed up, IF.
Oh shit! Wait, Segami. At what point in time did she tell us that again?
Right after this.
Now we have to tell her. You really need to stop confusing people. Okay, this is probably gonna take a while.
Yeah, explanation time.
Yes. Explanation time.
See, now take the time. Neptune said explanation time in Plutia's, and Plutia, I'm pretty sure it's a little bit longer. Anywho.
And now it's time for the question of the day.
And for this one, here's the winner, and here is an interesting question of the day. At first I was thinking, well, I mean, there's not too much you can do with this, but as I thought more into it, So, the first thing is, obviously, I would want to have, well, maybe not obviously, I'd want to have Uzume's daydream powers. I think they're cool, and I think I could use them, put them to some good use if I could learn how to control it. I know in the story that was the whole plot, that Kurome can, well, yeah, Uzume cannot control her abilities, and that leads to game industry destruction, but still, I would like them, alright, if that would make me feel closer to her, if anything, alright? But here's the real thing. I think the ability to gain more powerful with more people believing in me. In other words, the power to use shares. I think that's an interesting ability. And, you know, as a YouTuber, it's like, yeah, that seems like a good power, like all YouTubers, I think, would have. Now, as far as things I would not want, so the first is the actual transformation part, the way it changes you. Without going into too much detail, I know what it feels like to be changed that much, and you're still yourself. It's a weird kind of sensation, but I know what that's like. I hate that feeling. I like to just, you know, stay like this me I am right now. That's why whenever I look at Neptune and Purple Heart, I'm like, no, they should stay the same, and why I'm glad Orange Heart is in Uzume. And also, depending on what my inner self may look like, you know, it's like, well, okay then. I mean, you know, it doesn't mean I'm gonna necessarily look more attractive or whatever, you know, it doesn't. It might though. And then I think that's pretty. There's also the downside of shares, you know, like you get really weak if people don't believe in you. But I think I would take that risk. I do. But yeah, those are the few that I can think of at the top of my head. I was thinking, well, yeah, that's as far as I'm going to go. So if you guys have any additional comments on that, or any ideas on that, please post your thoughts in the comments below. And be prepared for next time, alright? I will see you all then.